Just like we would set up or we would place images in any other kind of InDesign document, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to place 3 images, one on top of each other, and then we're going to add some animation and some effects to each of them. So just like we've done in the past, I'm going to select rectangle frame tool. I'm going to draw the rectangle frame from point to point. If I get it wrong, I can always change it up here in my value settings, and I can determine where I want the value setting to start. So if I want the value to start at the X and Y coordinate to be 0, I can start it there. And if I need, if it's slightly wrong, you can change it to any size that you need it to be. I know that this document is 240 by 400, so the width of this is 240 by 400. And if it's at the 0 X and Y coordinate, then it's perfect. So I have my rectangle frame here. I'm going to go File, Place, locate one of those 3 images. The babies are us images. It doesn't matter which one you want to place first, just to heed that they don't place the logo quite yet. So just press the first one here. Now I get this enormous eye, so I know if I zoom out, Command minus, I can double click on that. Oops, with my selection tool, double click on it. I can see, if I zoom out more, there is the entire image. So I can use my fitting tool here. I can say the first one here is going to be fit frame to content proportionally. If I also do a right click, I can get my fit frame proportionally, and if I also go to object, and I can go fitting and do it there as well. So fit frame to fill frame proportionately, fit content proportionately. Now you can see what they all do. Now if I fill frame proportionally, zoom in, Command plus, use make sure I have that image selected as opposed to the image box there. So if I have the black selection tool selected and if I double click, I'll now get the image as opposed to the image box there. I can also use my white arrow key and have the same effect. So I'm just pressing Shift as I drag that image slightly over. And I can see there's actually a little bit of, use my pad to use my arrow keys, zoom back out a bit. So Command minus. Now I'm just using my arrow keys. I'm just pressing down to get that image right to, and I want to make sure maybe this is 0. And that should be perfect. Now if I make sure that it's 400, yeah, height 400. So we have a perfect image there. So I just want to place one image right on top of each other. So instead of drawing, now I draw another rectangle frame for the next image, another one. I don't have to do that. I can just use the existing rectangle frame to now paste. I'm going to make actually a new layer. So I'm just going to File or Edit, Copy, and I'm going to make a new layer. Let's lock this existing layer, make sure on the second one, and I'm going to paste in place. And you can't see it now because they're both exactly the same image, but if I now double click on this existing image and again go File, Place, and pick the second image of the baby, I will get the second image. So I have the second one there and the first one there. So again, I'm just going to double click this one and just drag it over a little bit so I can see that baby. You also have the option now, if I want to flip the image, it's going to say it's going to go off the pasteboard. So yeah, it's going to go off the pasteboard. I'm going to have to kind of shrink it a little bit, pressing down Shift and drag one of the corner handles. And let's see if it will let me, if this was maybe a little bit more in the middle, let's see if it will let me flip it. Yeah, see, it's way over there though. Whoops. I flip it now and just press my Shift key, my arrow keys. Let's see if I can move it over. There you go. I'm just wanting to flip the image so the baby is on the other side of the frame. So that's one way to do it. Now again, I'm going to place that second image. Let's actually move this over a teeny tiny bit. Sorry, the third image. I'm going to lock this image, lock this layer, add a new layer, and again I'm just going to go File, Paste in Place because it's going to remember the last thing I copied, and then I get that baby again, double click on it, File, Place, and select the last baby image. Surprise baby. So I have 3 babies on top of each other. Double click this, shift and drag, so I have the baby's face in the frame a little bit better. So that's it for this video.